Good morning. I'm Greg Denning. Here's the first video I promised. Remember, we're talking about how to strengthen our families. Keep our families close and strong and prevent them from falling apart. You remember that we talked about 5 key steps that we can take to keep our families strong. And this is the first one, to recalibrate. Each of us needs time to settle. And life is like that. It oscillates up and down. There's just natural flows. We have the daytime, we have the nighttime. We have work during the week and then hopefully have the weekends off. And we just have these natural flows in life. But too many of us get going. We get so busy. We get so much noise, so much distraction that we never have quiet time. I meet people that just can't even stand the quiet, and there's never a quiet moment. If there's any downtime, they've got an earbud in their ear, they're listening to music, they got the TV on in the background, they got something going on all the time. We've got to set aside time to recalibrate, to get realigned, and to spend some time to get clarity, right? And to refocus on what it is that really matters for us. First, many of us have picked up a lot of limiting beliefs. And we've believed what other people have told us, or what society's told us, that this is just the way things are, right? Or, hey, that's where you fit in and that's where you belong, and they've given us labels. And so we've kind of picked up these beliefs and we've allowed others to do our thinking for us and for our family. We've allowed social conditioning or others to think for our family, decide what our family should be like and how it should function. But I'm challenging you to challenge that idea and those ideas, to throw that off and say, wait a minute, no, this is what I really want for my family, and we're going to decide clearly what our top priorities are, and we're going to live accordingly, and we really don't care what other people say or think or do, or what society tries to influence us. This is how we're going to build a strong family. The primary thing that allows great people to do great things is that they're convinced, they're absolutely convinced that they can do them. While mediocre people are convinced they can't, and so they can't. Whatever we believe is right for us, right? If you believe you can, you're right. If you believe you can't, you're right. So I challenge you and I invite you to sit down and go through your beliefs about your family and do some thinking, and always think on paper. Right? Get out a big piece of paper and really force yourself to spend some time thinking. And I guess it's a good time to talk about when to do it and how often. We do it regularly, daily. I set aside time to think and to analyze. Each week, my wife and I sit down and we have a planning session for our family. And we go through and we talk about our relationship. We talk about our schedules. We talk about our family. We talk about each child individually. We talk about our big long-term goals and our short-term goals, and if those line up with the long-term goals. And we go through all that. And so we recalibrate as a family every week. And then we talk to the children and recalibrate their goals and dreams and what we call their roadmap. And so we're doing that as a family every week, at least once a week. I try to do it every part of my morning routine, every morning, trying to recalibrate. I say, what am I working on today? How is that connecting me to my long-term goals? And so we get a chance to refocus, but you've got to have quiet time that you can just disconnect, right? And there's a great benefit in getting away from current environment. So, for example, you could step away, even if it's close. You go to, if you live near the mountains, just get up in the mountains, or go to a park, or maybe take a trip as a family, go away to a different part of your country. Even here in Costa Rica, we've been living up in the mountains, and now we're down here on the coast. It's a totally different culture and feel and experience, and it just gives you clarity. You just kind of clean the slate and say, well, okay, they do things differently here, and this is a different experience, and what it does, it just stimulates your mind to get new ideas. So take time, even from your routine, your regular routine. Say, I'm going to step aside, I'm going to go into my office, I'm going to go sit on a park bench, wherever it is for you. And just think, get clear, and really force yourself to get the ideas out there and get all the input from your family members and get it all in writing. And very often, after you challenge your mind, it's the 18th or the 19th or the 20th idea that's the one that just clicks. and you're like, yeah, that's it. That's what we need to focus on. So set aside time regularly and consistently. And I want you to do it today. I want you to spend some time today before you go to bed writing and thinking, recalibrating. How are we going to get our family back to where we want it to be? Now, I don't want this to be, inappropriate or anything, but one of the best ways to get real clarity is to imagine that one of your family members is going to die in 2 months. And that's a sobering thought, okay? But it's that sobering thought that gets you thinking clearly. What if someone in your family, you or your spouse or one of your children, was going to die in 2 months? How would that realign your priorities? How would that change what you're consistently doing? And really feel this, really experience it. What would you do differently? How would you treat that person? How would you treat the other people? What kind of culture and environment would you want in your home and family for those last 2 months? You see what I'm hoping you're feeling it right now. You see what I'm saying? It works. You're like, wow, yeah, we definitely wouldn't just be wasting our time all going in different directions. We'd want to spend our time together. We'd want to spend it with good feelings. And just a thought on feelings real quick here as you're recalibrating. What does your home feel like consistently? What's the major feeling? Is it happiness? Is it joy? Is it a closeness? Is it bonding and love? Most often we don't remember what was necessarily said or done. We remember how we felt. Remember how the book made us feel, how the movie made us feel, how the experience made us feel, how that person made us feel. So what are the feelings like in your home? Again, get all of this in writing and you'll start getting a really clear picture of how you can recalibrate your family and get it lined up so it just functions fantastically. So then once you're getting your idea on paper, you need a clear plan. We go out and we get plans to build. Every building has a great plan. Every great business has a business plan. And as a family, we need a family plan, right? Not that it's going to be business-like or even building-like. We're not getting into that strict structure, but that we need a plan. A family without a plan is a boat without a GPS or a goal or even a rudder. You just kind of float around and let society and conditions and circumstances just kind of blow you around, and it may smash you up against the rocks and your family will fall apart. So create a detailed plan that you have action steps. You have long-term goals. Maybe pick 10-year, 5-year, 3-year, 1 year, and then what are you going to do each day? What are you going to do each week? What are the things you're going to implement on a consistent basis that are really going to strengthen your family? So take the time now, get that calibration, and get the ideas flowing. Get everyone to participate. Ask them maybe 2 questions. What do they value most about family? And it is for your children or spouse. Each of you contribute. What do you value most in family? And number 2, what do you want most from our family or for our family? And ask those 2 questions. Get input from everybody. It'll be so insightful. Please do this. Get that all on paper and just put together a plan and get that plan up where everyone can see it. And they have the why. They have the reason. They'll remember that and say, okay, that's why we're doing these things. Because we want to bring our family back together, refocus, and move toward creating a fantastic family culture. Reach upward.